Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the wind, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day, regardless of whether it's a video or post on X, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. We're here on a fantastic Sunday. Welcome to it. It is April the 19th, the year of our Lord 2026. Shout out. We are here for some fun. We're here for some fancy, and we are here for some free, and we are going to have a lot of fun today. Giving you those hot tips for your bet slips. We've got the normal cast of characters today. Myself, the PD King. We've got Poolside Pat from St. Louis, who possibly found out that St. Louis got some stuff on those streets. Jen, who's here with her Nevin, getting ready because she's back again. Jen is back. Tell all your friends to jump in here so you can get Jen's picks. And then down here in the bottom corner, we got Rob, the parlay guy. After a rough Saturday, but it's going to be a new Sunday for the man, and we're hoping to feel fancy and free here on this show. I'm excited. I'm with a rolled ankle from yesterday golfing, but it's fine. I've got a brace on. We've got ice about to be thrown on it as soon as this show's over, but I'm a trooper. I'm not missing the show. I'm sitting down. It's not like it's that big of a deal. And I'm golfing tomorrow. So, with the professor, to be very clear. Right. So, We've got some jam pack. I'm a trooper. Literally rolled the ankle, then hit a 290-yard drive uphill. You can't make this crap up. And then we made birdie in the scramble. That's what you need. It's what you need. It's it's the dreams that are had, and stuff happens. I know Pat's upset because he's like, man, I've never hit 290.
It's just shaking your head. I have to play with this every time. What do you like?
Just think about that. And then, listen, Jen got to see the CJ golf experience firsthand. Yep. And she was like, I just enjoy it. I get snacks. I get beverages. This is amazing.
Yeah, she also decided to join us when we were Oceanside, so that helped.
That helps. There was lots of pictures. If you didn't see them on the Twitter for the guys trip down to Nag's Head, make sure you check those out. But let's get into the show. Let's do the thing that makes sure we don't get sued first, and that is the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. And last but certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. Utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER if you or a loved one has found the perils of gambling addiction. And that is not just the sport books, that is the casino, that is the ponies, that is back alley street dice for you, Rob, even though I hear Jen condones it. You get into it and it's fine. Everything happens for a reason. But if you or a loved one has found the problems, if they can't, stick to number 1/number 2 and you find themselves into number 3, make sure you utilize that resource 1-800-GAMBLER. We're not professional gamblers. Please gamble responsibly and utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. We're not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportbook directly, but we are sponsored by, and they have been our first sponsor and our only sponsor, that is like our true blue, died and true, the OG Nevin Eyewear. 30% off or buy one, get 2 free with the link that Pat, we have to redo that link because it is dead.
Yes. Oh yes.
So we will get a new link up on the X because the link that's in there is dead. So make sure you go check that link. I'm not going to provide a link in the description because I can't today. But as soon as we get that up, it'll be on the X, and it'll be there right in the profile, right after where it says "Ride or Fade Us." That link will take you to Nevin and amazingness. I'm trying to see maybe if you go through the link tree, if that still works. It does work if you click the link tree. So if you go to the link tree and then click it through there, you can get to Nevin and get us. But
I'll still
buy
ship
one,
them
get
out.
any 2 free.
Yeah,
And
I'll
free
still ship them
free gift
out.
with every order. Yeah. Fire it. Just drop it in the X and we have it. But yes, incredible stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Nevin. Once you get to Nevin, I mean, amazing styles, amazing shapes. This is all you really need. I mean, it's just incredible. And like I said, I followed our link and look right there. Buy one, get any 2 pairs free. So
Getting those Bret Harts, Professor.
yeah, and then you can also get 32 off. So, and you can shape, you can do it by round frame, do it by shaped style, or you can go to their best sellers.
Prescription too.
And yeah, you can get everything you ever want, and it's incredible. Nevin, yeah, prescription sunglasses are incredible, so make sure you go check those out. I personally, I mean, the MLBs are phenomenal here. If you go in here, yeah, Rob's a big fan of the MLBs. Let's see here, what else we got? I'm a Doc Robbins guy from now until forever. I will never leave the Doc Robbins train.
I will be getting a pair of Doc Robbins when I make my next order for sure.
Doc Robbins are the GOAT. They're like the original frame for them. I have the 88th Street, I have the Melbury, and then I have the 212s. Your boy's probably going to end up dropping some on the Nortons. I'm not going to lie; those are fire.
I think I'm gonna order another round. I'm gonna get the Doc Robbins. I'm getting the Bret Harts, and then I'm gonna see if Mrs. Parlay wants to get another pair for the third.
So yeah, there you go. But yes, check out Nevin Eyewear. They're incredible. That is what you got to do. Follow the link that is in our link tree. So if you go through X to our link tree, you can follow that link. And you're essentially saying that we sent you there so you can get 30% off of 1 pair or buy 1, get 2 free utilizing that link. Incredible sunglasses, polarized. You can also get prescription. Make sure you go and check out Nevin Eyewear. Yeah, every once in a while I do it well. It's rare, I know, but I got to give credit where credit is due, so I'm going to pat myself on the back with my little thingies. Anyway, we are also sponsored by Player Profit, aka Playvo now. It is a challenge system in which you can you have to get 10% and then 15%. I lost my challenge, which was the Blitz. I'm going to re-up my challenge to try to get back in there. Screw the Mets and their 10-game losing streak is all I'm going to say. Yeah, I was thinking about martingaling them until they won again.
You better start at 10 cents.
Yeah, it's dude, well, they've lost 10 straight. Like it can't go on this long, right?
I mean, they might
right?
be the Rockies. I mean,
bro, the White Sox burned me when they lost 23 straight, and I martingaled that. That was a tough scene.
That's a tough scene right there.
That was a really tough scene. But it's fine. But you use JTBS at checkout, and you get 10% off of those challenge systems, and it's a great way if you're new to sports betting and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but possibly have the big reward of doing well with your picks. You can go to Player Profit and buy that challenge system. 30% off with promo code JTBS at checkout. Rob, what is the best bet of the day brought to you by Player Profit?
Yeah, so we ended our 3-in-a-row streak because we glazed Jordan Walker and then he failed us. He did get walked and he did get a hit, but somehow he still didn't end up with 2 hits, runs, or RBIs. So there's that. But I am taking Cole Reagan's under 6.5 strikeouts. First of all, this line is wild to me. He's only hit it once this year. I know he's facing the Yankees that strike out a lot. That's ranked 20th in strikeouts. But what is more likely to happen? The Yankees run him out in 5 innings or he gets 7 strikeouts. I don't think it's him getting the 7 strikeouts. This number, I couldn't believe this number when I saw it. I feel like this is free money, to be completely honest with you. Like the stars are going to have to align for him to get to 7. Is it possible? Sure. Everything's possible. But like, everything I'm looking at, not a single thing points to him getting anywhere near 7 strikeouts in this game. I think he might get ran by the 3rd inning, to be completely honest with you.
I don't think it's at least 6.
I don't think he's going to. I really don't. I think he's going to throw like 4 strikeouts in 3 innings and give up 6 runs and be gone.
That's tough scene, dog.
Like the Yankees bats are waking up, and Cole Reagans is just not that guy for 7 strikeouts. Like he's just not. Like he had 1 game, and like other than that 1 game, I don't think he's gotten past 4. Like it doesn't make any sense for this line, other than the fact that the Yankees do strike out a decent amount. Like I think that's the only thing driving this line. I'm gonna pull it up just to make sure. He has 16.
I'm pulling up Player Savant or Baseball Savant right now.
Strikeouts through 4 starts. He's gotten 1 strikeout, 2 strikeouts, and 5 strikeouts, and then he had the 8 strikeouts against the Twins. But that was his only game he did it. Against Detroit, Cleveland, and the Braves, he didn't get close. Like he has to go 6-7 innings to get to this against the Yankees. And I just don't see that happening.
So he has only given up 4 hits in 42 plate appearances versus this Yankees lineup, and has struck them out 8 times for a 19% K percentage, and he has a decent whip whiff rate against them. Batting average is minuscule at .108, and all he's given up is singles because the slugger the exact same. So I'm not sitting here saying that it's out, but there are numbers that back the play for it to be that high. But this season's a little bit different for Cole Reagan. So
right, yeah, and I agree. I understood the reason the Yankees are the reason. Like I get that, but like I just don't think I think there's a more likelihood that he gets run sooner and then he gets these strikeouts because he can pitch well and still not get close to these strikeouts. He can get a lot of ground balls and not get strikeouts, which is what he's been doing this year. Is getting more ground balls than strikeouts, and that's what's killing a lot of strikeout pitchers this year, across the board. It's not just him. There's a lot of guys that are down on strikeouts to start the season.
That's fair. I get it. Well, and it's usually weird because usually pitchers are ahead of hitters early in the season, and yet
Speaking of which, I never thought a rain delay would cost me a parlay, but it cost me 2 yesterday.
Dude, it's brutal. Brutal, dude. Welcome to betting baseball, where everything's made up.
5 strikeouts in 4 innings and only thrown 50 pitches, and then the rain hit, and it's like a 5-hour rain delay. And then they go to 13 innings. That game was like a 13-hour game.
Yeah, it was a fluke game. That was crazy. But yes, Cole Reagan's under 6.5 strikeouts versus Yankee lineup. I feel good about that. I like it. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one. Which is the performance double of the day, brought to you by the PD King. And we are going with an incredible one, Robbie Ray, 5+ Ks, and the Giants money line. They are going up against the lowly Nationals. Robbie Ray is striking out 27.3% of batters faced this season, and he has, in his past starts, struck out the Nationals lineup at a 40% clip. His K per 9 is a little over one per inning at 9.6, so you can see 24 Ks in 22 and a third innings so far. And this Nationals lineup could be in for a very, very long day if Robbie Ray and that arsenal are working well. Plus, it's rain all the way up to game time, which means no batting practice on the field, and that matters a lot for hitters. Yes, they're gonna get swings in the cages underneath. They're going to get they're going to be warm. They're going to be ready to play. But there's something about not getting batting practice on the field that makes a difference. The eye level. I know they've been playing in the stadium for 3 days, but they've been playing in the stadium for 3 days with the sun shining. It's going to be cloudy. The lighting, the optics are different in a cloudy compared to sunny. So I expect both of these teams to struggle at the dish. So give me Robbie Ray 5+ Ks and the Giants money line over the Nats today. You're sweating the Giants money line. You're really not sweating the Robbie Ray 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am not worried about the Robbie Ray at all. The Nationals are a team that has to manufacture runs, and like you said, when you come out without getting that type of thing, manufacturing runs is not not easy to just put together. You need to get a lot of guys on the base early so you can make things happen. And early in this game, if that doesn't happen, I can see this getting lopsided.
Robbie Ray, low key, maybe not even low key anymore. He's just a really good pitcher.
Oh no, yeah,
solid pitcher.
He's a very good pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been top 5. He's gotten Cy Young votes in I think it's 5 of the last 7 years. So he's just been good. Yeah. So you can't really. I'm saying you can't really hate on it, but I think his 4-seam slider combination that you're going to get today from him is just going to be lethal. I mean, he throws those pitches a combined 78% of the time, and then he mixes in the changeup and the curve. But the curve is just like an out pitch to righties when they've flattened out their plane on the slider. The change is his out pitch to the opposite side. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but that's where we're going. Performance double of the day, Robbie Ray and Giants money line. I do have an alternate later on the tabletop, so if you don't like that for a PD of the day, you can go ahead and smack the other one, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Next, certainly not least, it's the marquee matchup, and we're bringing Poolside Pat in for the marquee matchup. What you got today, man?
Yeah, missed yesterday. Well, 1/2 did hit, and the Red Sox are also very bad, and that Bayo didn't hit. But today, a little bit lesser of a number, as you can see, plus 144 for Mackenzie Gore and Brian Woo. One of our favorites here on the show. By itself, 6+ Ks, 2 of them by themselves. Gore is at -200, and at least at the time that I got this bet, and then by himself, Woo is -158. So take that with what you want. As of last year, this is last year's stats. I believe this year Gore has hit this 2 out of 4 starts, and I think Woo's only. I think he actually failed one of the marquee matchups earlier in the year. I believe he's either 1 for 4 or 2 for 4, so it's one of the two. But in 2025, they were both very much hitting this in over 50% of their starts. Gore hit this 17, and we did see regression out of Mackenzie Gore later on in the season. But he came out hot last season, and he hit this 17 out of 30 of games that he started. And on the flip side, Woo was a favorite of this show, favorite of the professor. I know that for sure. And he hit 6+ strikeouts, 22 out of 30 of his starts last season. They're both strikeout merchants. They both have swing and miss stuff. I was between this and another one that I ended up on my tabletop. I'll highlight that when we get there. But I think that this is I want to see the ball go through the hoop. I really want to hit one. Like I said, and if you are not familiar with the marquee matchup, it's definitely up units. We're not tracking the units this month. I'm going to continue to do it next month, and we'll start tracking the units. This is kind of a trial period. But I've been having fun doing strikeout bets, 6+ strikeouts. It's always going to be 6 or more strikeouts, and put them together with a marquee matchup. And today's is Mackenzie Gore versus Brian Woo, both to get 6 at +144.
Yeah, I mean, who? Well, I mean, do you want to spoil it, or do you want to wait for your tabletop on who the other one is?
No, I'll wait. I'll let it fester a little bit. Yeah,
let it.
I think you can probably take a guess. I'm sure you might know.
You can mark your calendar, and this might be good for you. But this is the first start going back to the beginning of last season that I don't have a bet on Brian Woo. So this might be good for you, but I don't know why I'm nervous for today with Brian Woo. He's not nervous. I don't know why.
Well, he's let you down a couple times so far this season. I know that. And he let me down too. Yeah, he lost a marquee matchup.
I looked at the matchup. I'm like, I don't know. So you know what? I hope you hit it, but I will not be betting it.
And I might. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I owe you money right now.
I'm letting Brian Woo and his family down, but. It feels weird because I literally have bet Brian Woo every time I've seen his name on a slip to bet. But today's not that day, pal.
When we get to the tabletop, by the way, CJ, if you want, it would tickle me if you wanted to guess what the other one that I was.
There's 2 options in my head. One is the Crochet Valdez, and the other is the Mazeroski Perez.
Is the guy's name really Crochet?
Yes.
Yeah, Garrett Crochet.
Oh, his last name. Okay.
It's not Crotchet.
I thought his parents didn't like. I thought his parents didn't like him and named his first name Crochet. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, no, it's a family name. Jen, it's a family name, and you know what? He comes from a long line of knitters, and that's how
he's got a lot of games that are in knitting circles, and they want.
Yeah, correct. It's just it was.
Sorry, keep going.
It was a crazy young family reunion growing up. For Garrett Crochet.
They're all just sitting there.
They're just all sitting there like, what yarn do you like better? Well, I like this one. It's a little woolish. It's got a little more fray. It holds on a little bit better. No, it's all about the synthetic blend.
They knitted him his first glove, his first baseball glove.
Yeah, his first baseball glove was knitted.
Okay.
It was a little line.
He decided to take up a sport to get away from the knitters.
Correct. Hashtag knit life, dog. Anyway, let's get into it. The next slide is the NASCAR slide for the Advent Health 400. I did not pick a driver today, so you have 5 drivers to pick from. Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and then Denny Hamlin is always Jen's pick. It feels like Ryan Blaney is always Parker's pick too.
So I'm going to give you a hint. every one of these guys is the top 5 betting options on the board. So, like, I don't think we
Really?
did it on purpose. It just ended up being literally, as I was going down the list to bet it, it was literally 5 in a row, just the top 5 betting options.
I did not realize
The only reason I took Kyle Larson is he won this thing last year, so why not again?
And Reddick, I believe, is still he's the point leader right now.
Yeah, he should be. He won 3 of the first 4 races.
Yeah,
So.
3 of the first 4, yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then the 6th driver is Carson Halsever.
Yeah.
So that's my pick.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I say don't those name out too much. I think Chicks Picks Jim is on some Hosevar today.
Well, if it makes you feel good, PD King, I've already thrown him in with our other 5 picks, and I've already got him. I can tell you the odds if you want to.
Yeah, well, yeah,
fire away.
Let me see what it is.
Hold
on, let me scroll through my.
I couldn't bet it on.
FYI, last week we didn't have it on the show because we were at the beach and it didn't get uploaded. But 3 of us did pick race car drivers last week, and all 3 of those hit. So we would have hit this last week. Jen bet it, so one of us at least hit it. So we finally got one on the board. Unfortunately, it was.
It's plus 613 if you throw in Hosevar.
Oh, nice. That's not bad.
It's tough though. 6
not bad at all.
6 out of 10, yeah.
It's a tough scene.
That's true.
But I'll have another option for you later on in the show.
F it, it's bad.
NASCAR's
I just bet it. I said F it.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a bet. But like, what you
Listen,
may want to do,
like Pat said, one big crash takes out the entire rest of the field. There's only 10 drivers left that finish, and all 6 of them happen to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Be the easiest 613 I've ever made in my life.
Simple as that. Simple. I mean,
just have Professor Snape there, just going, Wingardium Leviosa and picking up cars to avoid the crash. And we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Anyway, let's go ahead to the next slide, and it is the 750 Club. We are making money at the 750 Club. There's one rule, Fight Clubs. You don't talk about it. There's one rule, the 750 Club. You tell every single person about it. Rob, what are we telling the people today?
Yeah, there's going to be a common theme you're going to see today. So all 3 of these guys are on a 5-game hitting streak, and all 3 of these guys are averaging 3 or more hits, runs, RBIs over that 5-game hitting streak. So I'm going to start off with Brian Rocchio. I'm probably saying that wrong. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. He's on a 5-game hitting streak. He has 15 hits, runs, RBIs over that 5 games. He's averaging right at 3. Jordan Alvarez, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. He's got 20 hits, runs, RBIs over that 5 games, averaging 4. And then we've got Carson Kelly, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He's got 19 hits, runs, RBIs. He's just under 4 per game over that 5-game hitting streak. And we got this at plus 855. I was actually shocked I was able to get this over 750 with those 3 guys, just those 3 guys. I thought I was going to have to add a 4th. But I actually really – all we need is these 3 guys to do what they've done for the last week. And if they do it, then we're going to knock out another 750 Club.
All you would have needed was to add Drake Baldwin to it. And you would
have That's I was going to do 1+ hit run RBI for Drake Baldwin if it wasn't at 750, but I didn't have to. So we were able to stick to the 3, which I like even better.
Yeah, Jordan Alvarez leads the majors in home runs. 9.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And of course, the one time he didn't home run was the day that Jen bet him for the long ball.
Oh, you had to bring it up?
Kelly beat the Mets yesterday. The Mets stink.
We've known this for a long time.
They're so bad.
It's sad because the top 2 betting favorites to win the NL East are trash right now.
Yeah, the Phillies.
That would be the Mets and the Phillies. Yeah. The Phillies have no idea what the heck they're doing, and it's tough scene.
Even though they have, I did this yesterday, or with Rob. I did this yesterday. They have ESPN released an aces list, top 10 aces in baseball, and the Phillies have 3 of the top 11. That's crazy.
Yeah. They will have a 4th as soon as he comes back.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
the new version of the 4 aces.
As a Braves fan, I welcome Taijuan Walker to pitch as much as he'd like against us.
Dude, Taijuan Walker should be bagging groceries. Right?
When I saw the Phillies,
he will be the most expensive grocery bagger ever.
I could not believe that the Phillies are. I mean, it's still very early, obviously, but it's. I could not. I saw the record. Well, the Mets too, but the Mets are just the Mets.
They can't hit.
Yeah, their hitting is down, and they've got they're one of their best pitchers is not there. They're having a little bit of what the Braves ran into last year at the beginning of the season with a lot of injuries, and then some not so good hitting. Luckily, this year the Braves hitting is there and they're healthy outside of one pitcher. And
who's trash anyway? Spencer Strider's been broken ever since Rhys Hoskins took him deep in the playoffs.
Well, we might have a Rhys Hoskins.
I'm not wrong.
We might have a Rhys Hoskins sighting today on the show. I'm just saying. Yeah. But
hey,
I'm just saying.
I'm a fan of the Rhys Hoskins.
Strider is better than one of those other two guys at the bottom of this lineup that we have.
I was shocked that Rhys Hoskins is on Cleveland.
Also a thing. Jen, your hand is up, and we respect the hand in the show.
Yeah.
What is an ace in baseball? I know what it is in tennis. What's an ace in baseball?
It's your top pitcher.
Yeah, they're top pitchers. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like a really
top
good
of the rotation guy.
Like you have a 5-man rotation is the way the pitching works. Whoever the tip of guy you would run out first in a series is who your ace is.
Technically, your ace is your best pitcher on your pitching staff. When I say the 4 aces that Philly had, that was back when they had Roy Halladay, Cole Hamels, Cliff Lee, and then they traded for Roy Oswalt, who ended up being what that rounded out as the 4 aces back in 2012, 2013, that time frame.
Weren't they on the World Series team?
No, that was not the World Series team. Not 09.
Cole
was later.
Cole was one of my favorites.
Cole was like World Series MVP.
He was my favorite, one of my favorite pitchers of all time, Cole Hamels.
And he's on Sunday broadcast during the day. So if you want to listen to Cole broadcast.
As a Braves fan, I loathe a lot of Phillies pitchers, but Roy Halladay I really liked.
Yeah. R.I.P. That man decided to go down in a plane. He went down with that ship. Anyway, I'm not going to sing the rest of that song. That was just depressing. Anyway, it's everybody. It's the time. It's the time that we all get excited. Oh, geez, criminy sakes! All right, we got to fix that. He's dead. It's green. It's soft. It's plushy. It is the tabletop.
Woohoo! That was great.
And Poolside Pat is here to bring his picks. What you got, man?
Yes. All right. So obviously the marquee matchup goes up there first. I hear what Professor was saying about Cole Reagans, but this is 6 strikeouts, so he can hit his bet and I can still hit mine. 2025, obviously a shortened season for Mr. Reagans, but he's still in 13 starts, hit this 9 out of those 13 times. And going back to 2024, where he was certainly a Cy Young candidate, I believe he was top 3, if I'm not mistaken. He hit 6 strikeouts in 25 out of 32 of his starts. Ryan Weathers is the guy to worry about in this one. But I only had to bring his up 1. I think his over-under was 4.5. So I brought him up to 6 by themselves, which I like to do this just to paint a picture. Reagan's 6 strikeouts was at minus 211, and Weathers 6 was plus 108 together to plus 208. Joey Cantillo and Trevor Rogers, to be honest, do not know much about either of these guys. I've heard of I know Rogers. Not really familiar with Mr. Cantillo's game, but 6 strikeouts for Cantillo was at minus 172 by itself. Whereas Trevor Rogers, I had to bring up to plus 154 by itself, as I got that at 298. Last season, Cantillo hit this in 5 out of 13 starts, and Rogers actually 10 out of 18. So formidable. If they go 5-6 innings, I like that to hit. You were right, by the way, Mr. PD King. It was going to be. I wrestled between. Shout out WrestleMania. I wrestled between Jacob Mizrowski and Yuri Perez as my marquee matchup. As you can see there, I got it plus 198. Both very much strikeout artists in and of themselves. By themselves, Miz was another shout out WrestleMania minus 184. Whereas Yuri Perez is minus 136 by himself. Coupled together, plus 198 last season. Obviously, Jacob Mizrowski's rookie season, he hit this in literally 50% of his starts, 7 out of 14, whereas Yuri Perez hit this 11 out of 20. The big he's I'm pretty sure he signed as a free agent with Miami, right? That was his past season?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I also wrestled with this last one, too. Michael King and Reed Detmers. Reed Detmers is an interesting story. I did not realize this because I have bet on him before. This is his first year as like a full-time starter. He spent, I think I was looking at his stats. He very rarely went more than 3 innings last season. So I don't have like any. He didn't have 6 strikeouts at any of his appearances because he just didn't go. He was a bullpen guy. I don't know if that was by design, if he was coming back from injury. I do not know that. But by himself, he was minus 105, and then Michael King minus 111. If you're familiar with Michael King, he's a formidable guy. 7 out of his 15 starts in 2025, he hit this, and then in 2024, he hit 21 out of 30 starts. So that is my 6+ K strikeouts to go along with the marquee matchup. And then he failed us yesterday, but I am going back to the Jordan Walker well. He 13 game hitting streak. I'm pretty sure it's either 12 or 13. One of the two. 13. Thank you. And Alec Burleson hit a mammoth home run yesterday. So obviously would have hit that by himself with that 1 home run. He hit this. I like Jordan Walker to go yard today. If I had to pick a long ball, it would be Jordan Walker again. He's just seeing the ball well. Like Professor said, he had a walk and the 1 hit. Unfortunately, didn't hit the best bet of the day, but put them together for plus 190. And then Pucky, look, I hit with the Flyers yesterday. I'm going back to this show with the Professor's Vegas Golden Knights to get their win tonight at minus 155. So I've been hitting a lot of my Pucky bets, and it's pretty much just either. Well, not anymore with the Rangers, but it's basically just Flyers in Vegas that I've been heading with. So shout out to the Flyers for getting me that win yesterday.
Yeah, massive win for the Flyers yesterday, and that sets the tone for that series, the Battle of Pennsylvania. So
the kid that was literally like, I forget what his name is, but he 28 or 18 days ago, something like that, he was literally wearing a Michigan State jersey, and now he scored in the playoffs like crazy.
Draisaitl, I think. Is it Draisaitl?
Yeah, I forget his name. I saw it on SportsCenter this morning. Which SportsCenter might be back. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I watched it this morning. But I enjoyed watching SportsCenter this morning. It made me feel like a kid again.
Let's see. Going to box score.
Yeah, he literally was in the Frozen Four, or in the whatever the hockey or college hockey playoffs. A couple weeks ago, and then he just scored a goal with the Flyers. I don't remember his name, but I did see.
It's not saying. So it's got to be Peter Porter Matone. Yeah,
that sounds right. Yep.
Porter Matone, because he doesn't even have a picture on ESPN yet.
And he scored yesterday. So shout out to that. He
scored yesterday. Massive for the program.
What, like 20 years old, 19 years old, something like that. He's young.
But he went +2 yesterday.
There you go.
He's 100% shooting percentage, by the way. Took 1 shot and it found the back of the net.
Hey.
I'm rooting for Flyers in Vegas hard. I would love a Flyers Vegas Stanley Cup just to see you guys.
Considering I bet before the season started the Vegas Golden Knights to win the title, I am rooting for them very hard too.
What did you get?
Probably +10 something.
It was plus 950, I think.
950.
Nice.
Yeah, I was about to say about 10-1. That's what I figured.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm looking forward to it. I currently owe the Professor some money for yesterday, so I'm hoping actually this will cover my losses today.
Fair enough. My tabletop today is got a little everything. So we're gonna hit the NBA teaser. I moved every single one of these lines by 8.5 on FanDuel. So Celtics minus 4.5 versus the Sixers. They should win this game. They should win it by a decent amount. Fair. I didn't like the line at 13 because the Sixers have fast-paced guards that Boston has trouble defending. But Embiid's not playing, so I expect the Celtics to win. I said this, I don't know how many times I've said it on the show. If the Sixers had a healthy Embiid, they'd be a problem for the Celtics because the Celtics' front court is undersized and their guards are not quick. But they defend well as a group defense, so it still would have been a tough series. Still, probably the Celtics would have won. It just probably would have gone 7 games. I don't expect this to go 7 games. I think the Sixers guards of Edgecombe and Maxey, and then with a little bit of help from Paul George, can make it go 5. But considering Embiid is probably a week and a half out, I think it might be too little too late. I think they can steal one game because when you have two superstars in George and Maxey with a up and coming rising star in Edgecombe, they can steal a game versus a very, very good team. I just don't expect this to go very deep. So as a Sixers fan, I'm very upset that Embiid is not able to go, but I'm happy that he's healthy post appendectomy. So, you take the good with the bad there. Celtics win this by greater than 5 points. I feel like that's easy. Thunder -6. They're going to dog walk the ever loving garbage out of this series. It's not even going to be close. Like, I think this is it's going to be, and I'm not trying to be this guy, but like if there's ever a series that only goes 4 games, like just looking at it on paper, it's the Thunder just dog walking the Suns for 4 straight games, and it's not even going to be close. So I think they win this thing by double digits, but the fact that I can get it down to 6, feel really good about that. Pistons money line, they should make the Magic their what's today at 6:30. And the Magic, yes, they came off a great win, but the Hornets couldn't shoot anything. So that's the only reason why they're in this position, is because the Hornets, who were shooting good in the back half of the regular season and in that 9-10 matchup, just didn't shoot well at all. And the Magic just said, okay, fine, we'll just go down and get 2s every time, and there's no way you can catch us. The Pistons, that won't happen. They're the number 1 seed for a reason, and they clinched it with like 4 games left because this Pistons team is actually very good. It's kind of weird having Detroit be back again in the NBA. It's kind of like back to the 90s. But the Bulls aren't in, so it is, it's kind of weird. But anyway, expect them to do good. And then the Spurs versus the Trailblazers, the fact that this line keeps jumping around 11 and then goes to 11.5 and goes down to 10.5. People are wavering on whether it's going to be a double-digit game or not. I'm not wavering on the Spurs winning by 3 or more. So getting that teaser at 8.5 for all 4 of those feels really good to me, plus 125. So I'm getting it plus money. 4 teams just have to beat the lines by 8.5. I feel like that's an easy win there. NHL parlay, all 3 of the favorites. I'm going to take them all to win today. I was actually thinking about taking it a little braver and going -1.5. Because usually the favorites smack the 1.5, especially in the playoffs. They're up early. You've got to pull the goalie sooner because the games matter that much more. So you pull the goalie a little bit sooner, which means you get empty net shots a lot more, usually about 1.5 minutes longer than what you see in the regular season. So Avalanche and Lightning and Golden Knights, I'm just taking them on the money line, all 3 of them to win. I expect them to do that easily. Then we go to baseball. I've got the PD of the day with Robbie Ray, and then I also said that I liked this one as well, which is Mezorowski 5+ Ks in the Brewers money line. The Miz has been incredible versus, and you had to swallow there. Versus Miami Marlins lineup in his career. He only has 2 plate appearances against them. He has a 50% K rate, but he's phenomenal. Marlins strike out a lot, and I expect this to be a high strikeout game. Pitchers duel. I also like the under in this game. If you're looking at that, I want to say that's like 8.5. I like the under in that one as well. So I think both starters kind of put up goose eggs, maybe one number, but I'm not expecting a lot of crooked numbers in that game. So go ahead and take the under as a bonus bet there. Not on my sheet, though. And then I have a K ladder parlay. And yes, I am worried about one number and one number only on this screen, and I will give that to you in a little bit. Crochet has to have a bounce back game. There's no way he pitches 2 absolute duds in a row. So give me 7+ Ks from Crochet today. Give me the Miz for 6+ here. This is the one you're worried about. It's Andrew Painter versus a Braves lineup. The Braves have never seen him. And the Braves, with their big power bats being left-handed, really kind of helps Painter with his changeup, his splitter change. He can get away with pitching around the lefty, so he just really has to worry about Austin Riley, as the Braves don't really have another right-handed true power bat outside of Austin Riley. But they can manufacture runs on him. I expect Painter to have a pretty decent day today on ESPN. Or not ESPN anymore. It's NBC for the night game. I expect him to get to 5 Ks, but I don't expect the Phillies to win. I feel like they get swept out by the Braves, and then like Rob Thompson might be fearing for his job. That's beside the point. Give me Brady Singer for 4+ Ks, and then Michael Lorenzen for 3+ Ks, as they both have favorable matchups today. Lorenzen versus the Los Angeles Dodgers, who do strike out a decent amount, and he struck them out half decently throughout his career, and I only need 3 of them, and I expect him to get through 5 innings today. He has a low WOBA versus this team, which is weighted on base average for you, Jen. If you're looking for the acronym on why it is WOBA, it is weighted on base average. He doesn't walk a lot of guys, and he keeps the ball around the plate. And if he can get a little lucky with a couple swings and misses versus the Dodgers lineup that can swing and miss, I expect him to get the 3. And then Brady Singer, just to wrap it up, he is facing the. Hold on, I gotta find it again. Where are you? Bueller, there you are, versus a Twins lineup who is striking out at a 22.3% clip on the year. And he personally, over 82 appearances, has struck out this Twins lineup at a 25.6% clip. I expect him to get 4+ Ks in this scenario.
I've got 2 fun facts regarding your bets.
Go ahead.
The Thunder, shout out SportsCenter. Thunder outscored, or their average win margin of victory was 11.1 this year, which is insane. So yeah, the Thunder are going to absolutely murder the Suns. And then fun fact about the Red Sox, they are the only winless team when their starter doesn't go 6 or more innings. Their 0-12 this season when their starter does not go 6 innings. So just a fun fact there. So
the fun one, yeah, that's another reason. I almost took Crochet and the Red Sox as a PD, but I can't trust the Red Sox right now.
Can't trust the Red Sox.
I can't trust the Phillies right now either. Hence the reason why they're not on as a PD today. Even
did Lorenzen throw a no hit? He was with the Phillies when he threw his.
He threw a no hitter for the Phillies right after he got traded to the Phillies. Yes,
I remember that. And his dad had recently passed away.
I was in Vegas when that happened, by the way.
By the way, yesterday, Pistons you might want to bet this now. I bet them at plus 400 to sweep the series.
Oh.
I don't know. So that's the thing. Like Pistons sweep, I think Orlando might be able to steal one just because of their guard play.
Not a garbage.
Stop.
If the Hornets shot 40%, they would have dog walked.
Is Cade's playing?
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah.
I think
Cade's back.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? Like if a team has great guard play, right? I think great guards can steal a game, right? If a team lives via like down low and lives by just just pacing through stuff, that's when I think teams are just going to blow them out of the water. So Suns are a great team game. They move the ball well, but they don't have phenomenal guard play outside of Booker, right? Where you've got the Magic who have 2 guards plus a pretty decent small forward in Banchero. Just throwing that one out there. And I expect that they can steal a game. I don't expect the Suns can steal a game against the Thunder. Yes, Pat, we respect the hand.
I respect your respect for the Celtics. I just want to throw that out there.
If Embiid's playing, I think the Sixers might be able to win this thing in 7. But with no Embiid,
honestly, probably the most disadvantageous. Was that a word? Whatever. The worst time to have a Thank you. Sure. The worst possible time to need your appendix out.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely the worst time.
Horrible timing by him.
Just awful. How dare he need emergency appendectomy surgery?
That's like the most Embiid thing ever, too. Like right before the playoffs.
That's a tough scene. That's a tough take. I don't hate the take, to be clear. That's a tough take, though.
He might as well get his tonsils removed now, too. So
wow, dude. Wow. Like, we're going there. We're going there. The pride of Cameroon, and you're going to dog him like that? Unbelievable.
I mean, you can't have an appendectomy right before the playoffs. Like, what are you doing, dude?
But you can, because literally it ruptured on him.
Well, that's the most Embiid thing ever. That's the most Embiid injury of all time.
What do you need? I don't disagree. It's so hard to take that take, though. That I will give you, because he's the pride of Cameroon. Like, he went through some tough times.
Good for him, and I like Joel Embiid, but I mean, you can't be having appendectomies right before the playoffs.
It's a tough scene. It's a
real tough scene. It is a tough scene.
It makes me feel better. I bet the OKC to sweep also.
That's fair. That one I like better. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one I do like a lot better.
I may or may not have also parlayed them together.
You're absolute degenerate. I love it though. Yeah, fire away.
We're starting
now. You're gonna make me bet that too, man.
We're starting off with Mizorowski, 6 plus strikeouts. He's
absolutely
3 this year. He's going 11, 10, and 7. His only miss was 5, and that was against Toronto, which is a very good hitting team. Mackenzie Gore, 6 plus strikeouts. He's gone 3 or 4, also going 7, 9, and 9. His only miss was 5 strikeouts against Athletics, which is a weird game to miss, but it is what it is. Shit. And then Garrett Crochet, there's no shot he comes back. He doesn't come back like a man on fire after getting absolutely rocked his last outing, giving up 10 runs in 1.2 innings. There's no way. Like he's gone 8, 8, and 7 outside of that wild game versus the Twins. And I feel like this is a very easy parlay to hit. I hate saying that out loud because I probably just jinxed myself. But it's at plus 214. I boosted it to 267. Then I'm feeling this double parlay today, and I don't know why. But we're gonna take 3 guys that are in the top 10 this year in double doubles and run them back. I've got Donovan Kling in double double. He's got 37. He's I think he's ranked 7th overall and he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. Wemby double double. He's got 42 of them. He's in the top 5. He's gotten hit this in 7 of his last 8. And then Jalen Durant double double. He's at 41 double doubles. He's in the top 5 as well. Towards the end of the season, there was that they were weird. So he didn't hit it the last couple of times at the end of the season, but playoff basketball is a little bit different. I don't think that he's going to have a problem getting there. And getting this at the odds I'm getting it, I really like it. Plus 311 boosted to plus 373. And again, I've already talked about Cole Reagans. I just don't think he gets to 7 strikeouts. If there's ever somebody to prove somebody wrong, Cole Reagans will probably be the guy that proves me wrong. He'll probably have 7 strikeouts in 4 innings and make me look like an idiot. But based on everything I'm looking at, I really don't see this getting to 7 strikeouts. Got that at minus 120. So we're hoping that we hit parlay 1 because I feel really, really good about parlay 1. And then it covers everything else, and then everything else is just gravy at that point.
Please put it on my tab. I want that 6 strikeout parlay to be bet in my name.
In your honor?
Yes, please and thank you. And then I'll settle up with you. Just let me know what I owe you at the end of the day, Rob.
Yeah, you're good.
I love that parlay 1 is unbelievable, and I do love the double, but obviously like Cat is the double king, and he fell 2 rebounds short yesterday, so he screwed my Knicks both.
Don't remind Jen.
I know. Oh yeah.
The only basketball she missed yesterday was because of the Knicks.
Oh man.
That's okay. All the others.
She hit the other 2, so she gained the units, but that was the only one she missed.
Was it Cat? Was it because of Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I can tell you the whole last 45 seconds, but I won't.
Okay.
That sucks.
No, he doesn't. Shut up.
I will tell you, the person who has failed me the most on double doubles is Cat, and it makes no sense because he has so many. But every time
in the league, yeah.
Every time I bet that he fails me, so I stopped betting Cat.
Yeah, it's your bugaboos are Woo and Cat so far.
Yes, so I just stopped betting Cat. Like, you know how hard it was for me not to throw Woo on that 6 strikeout parlay? It was so hard. It was so hard because I was like, I get this at like plus 400. Is my guy Woo? And I'm like, no. I don't let him screw you again. Don't do it.
That's your boy.
Not again.
That's your boy.
Not again.
If he hits today, he might find himself in 5 days back on the sheet. But right now, he's in timeout right now.
He's gonna have 10 strikeouts, and he's gonna rope you back in.
Especially since you took Mackenzie Gore and they're in the same game. So you had to stare at Brian Woo as you smacked Mackenzie Gore. Like you had to stare at him and be like, man, am I seriously not betting this fool?
I literally put him in to see what the odds were before taking him out and then betting it.
You got this early. I can't even get that. I can't even get that at that price anymore.
You refuse the longing gaze of Mr. Brian Woo.
Woo. He just looked at him and went, woo, 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 poo. Woo, 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 poo.
You're like Squidward.
Look, I just to bet him, I literally almost put him on there for like 4 strikeouts at minus 1,000 just so I could say he was on the slip.
No, I love that. I love parlay one. Parlay one. If that doesn't smack, I don't know what will. I mean, unless Crochet gets honestly, which is hard to say, but he's probably the one you're worried about the most.
No, I'm not worried about him at all. I think he's going to be. I think he's going
he
to come
got
out.
destroyed. He didn't even make it out of the he went 1 1/3, so he didn't make it out of the second inning.
He was also coming off of a 110 pitch outing.
Oh yeah. I remember one of you guys mentioned that. Yeah,
and
you're not wrong.
After getting run in the second inning, he's pretty well rested for this one.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
So sometimes you just gotta let a man get. The
Red Sox stink too, though.
The Red Sox do stink, but I think maybe that's what rubbed off on him in that game. I don't know. I'm blaming the Red Sox.
Jen is coming back. Wait. Does Jen have any
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay. So PD King took back over King of the Units because he was stagnant, and I went over 3 yesterday. So
got him.
I dropped back down to 8.27 units. Poolside Pat still +5, which he started this month at like -10. So the fact he's hanging on the left side is pretty good. C Money is actually at 2.58. We just didn't update his stats because he lost yesterday. Funny enough, he didn't lose why we thought he was going to lose because we thought the Yankees pitcher was going to cost him, and he actually got to the 8th inning or something like that. So he got hurt in a spot that we didn't think he was going to miss, but I think it was Screwball stopped at 6 and he needed 6.1.
Yep.
And then Jen gained like 3 units yesterday off of her basketball bets, which has gotten her way close to the left side, and she does have some bets coming up because she was trying to get back to the left.
Yeah.
But as a show, like I said, we are up considerable amount because there's only one person on the right, and the person on the right is barely on the right.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think our goal. Because I don't think it's happened in the history of the show. We need to have a 1 month where we're all
on the left. It's happened one time.
Yeah, it happened once.
Really? Oh, okay.
I think it was August or September.
Give me 24 hours. I'll be there with you. 24 hours.
There you go.
It happened one month. It happened on the last day of the month. As a matter
August and September. Or one of those months, all of us were on the left side.
Yep. I do recall.
I think it was the Bryce parlay that helped you and
then the Austin Dillon.
That race win was massive for y'all.
Austin Dillon.
Out of nowhere.
That's my guy. That's my guy forever.
Just pulling up the Austin win. We got I think I have to find it because I don't think it's in order, and that's the problem. So give me a sec. Yeah. Yes, there they are. All right. Sorry. That's the reason why it didn't hit up. But we've got Jen and her picks. Let me go ahead and fire her up. Jen, what you got?
All right.
Ooh.
Typically, I do probably 8 to 10 hours of research for a golf weekend. I told the host of the show that I was going to take a week or 2 off. I did really well for 6 days by taking time off. But I'm back. I came back yesterday because I was tired of being on the right side. It really pissed me off. I took it personally. So I rolled up my sleeves. I did research before my hair appointment on basketball. I hit most of my bets. It cut my negative units in half. All right. That's baby steps. So I have done really well in golf. But what I'm telling you is I scrambled. This research probably took me 2.5 minutes. What I did is I pulled up the leaderboard and I looked at it, and then I made a bet. I cannot tell you where this golf is being played today. I can't tell you if it's overseeded or not. I can't tell you what the weather's going to be. But what I can tell you is these folks, not a single one of them. I think the lowest one is Woodland, I believe. Maybe not.
Woodland.
Hold on. Auburn is tied for 6th. Harmon. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anyone. Harmon, nope. Woodland. Let me find Woodland. 6. I don't think a single one of these people are below 6 right now. So what I did is based on kind of their history. I think Fitzpatrick's going to be in the top 5. I went back and forth about whether Scheffler, I should put him in the top 5 or not. But I went ahead and did top 10, Kim 10, Straka 10. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of my hoping to get on the left side with you all in the next 24 hours. Just know that it's based on about 2.5 minutes of research. But I like it enough to bet it. And that's what we've got. Top 5, top 10, top 20, put them all together plus 199.
Oh, nice.
Jen, I want to throw this out here too. On Thursday, I told you about a bet that I made.
Yes.
In golf, and I gave you 6 to finish top 20.
Yep.
I want to give an update on it because you said you liked it and that you might have to bet it. I don't know if you did or not.
I did not. There were a couple that make me nervous. I've got some recency bias with a few, but I liked it. So where are you?
That's fair. All right. So I had Scotty Scheffler. He's currently 2nd.
Okay.
Victor Hovland, currently tied for 11th.
Okay.
Siwoo Kim tied for 3rd. Colin Morikawa, he's my nervous one right now because he's tied for 16th. He's he's the number right now.
Yeah.
Gary Woodland tied for 6th. Sepp Straka tied for 3rd. I am in a great situation if Colin Morikawa can just hold on.
Because you're top 20, right?
I know all top 20.
Awesome.
And if it's top 20, I'm making almost 12.5 to 1.
Wow.
Yes, Pat.
That's awesome.
Come on, Colin Morikawa, do the right thing. Yes,
he was
Pat,
a little bit of my
him.
recency bias, I'll be honest.
I know, I get it, 100%.
Did you bet this today, Jen?
Yeah.
No,
I bet it this morning.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
About 10:55.
So on Friday night, I had not made a golf bet. Friday night, I pulled up. I think Scotty Scheffler was 7 shots back. He was plus 2,400 to win. So I smacked him at plus 2,400. He is now 3 shots off the lead, and I have no doubts he's winning today.
Oh, yeah.
They're offering me a 6X to cash out right now, and I'm not taking it.
Let's go.
Dude, that's like my home run bet, dude. When they offered me 10X, I was so close to hit that button.
The man has gone, but he has outplayed everybody since that bet. I made that bet, and I don't see him turning back.
Actually, Brian Harmon had a better day yesterday than he did. I agree where you're going with.
Well, I'm talking about the 2 rounds combined, not necessarily just yesterday.
I thought about your.
Harmon beat him by 2 strokes in both days. Harmon played so bad in day 1 that he went 66 and 63. Scheffler went 67, 64. I agree with you in that it's close. Like we're pulling hairs here, but.
Looks like one of those. We made the jokes early in the season before Scheffler had a what's going on.
Colin Morikawa just made a birdie. He's tied for a
But this looks like when we joked earlier in the season that Scheffler was getting bored and he was letting people get a lead and then running them down. This very much looks like that type of tournament. And every round he's played ever since is looking that way. And him being 3 shots back feels like he's basically in the lead to me. I'm not gonna lie. If he shoots decent today, I think he wins this pretty easily. To be completely honest with you,
Morikawa is 2 under through 3 today.
I will say Fitzpatrick is a very frustrating man, and he has been playing very well. So he might give me a scare, but.
Well, and I just want to say for anyone who's watching the show, if you like what you've heard so far, please hit the follow button. Please like the show, those kinds of things. What you're seeing is basketball, baseball, hockey, golf. And if you are new to this show, I typically do focus on golf. I do a ton of research, and I've hit bets of plus 800, plus 2,000. I hit a plus 19,000. I just had to take a week or 2 off for some personal reasons and step back. And that's why I'm only doing a last minute golf one right now, but you'll see me in the next week or 2 come back full throttle on golf. But if you like what you're seeing, please follow us, please share. We'd love to have your support. We're here just to have fun, do some punch of research, give you all some bets and entertainment purposes only.
And we've got giveaways. Once we hit certain numbers, we got giveaways. So.
Yeah, we got giveaways. So
and we may or may not have a plus 21,000 on the last call. Just saying.
Well, here it is. Here's the last call. Holy Toledo!
So we've got a long ball of the day. I'm going Reese Hoskins, 1+ home run at plus 650.
I love it.
Let me give you these stats against Trevor Rogers because they kind of blew me away. This man has 21 at bats. He has 9 hits. 4 of those are home runs. 6 of them are extra base hits. This man does nothing but crush Trevor Rogers. Like I've never seen. He has a slugging percentage of 1,095 against Trevor Rogers. That is wild to me. If he gets elevation on a pitch, it might not land, and we might win a lot of money. I am loving this, and at plus 650, it might be my favorite one I've made all year so far.
Trying to see if that's still the same one now. It was
That being
6:30
said,
on Fanatics.
now the funny thing is, when he gets out, he typically strikes out because he'd be swinging real hard. But that is, I'm loving that. So now my 3-leg home run parlay. I'm running back Jordan Walker because typically when I bet a guy, the very next day he hits a home run. So I'm gonna ride that. Plus I'm riding with Pat. We talked about him a lot yesterday. I'm not really gonna get into it. We made a joke that basically said Aaron Judge and Jordan Walker is kind of like Max Crosby and Ray Lewis with baseball bats in their hand, the size that they are.
I'm not laughing at that.
Byron Buxton for a home run. He's 7 for 18 with 2 home runs versus Brady Singer. So he has very good history against him. And then Ty France is only got 16 at bats. He's got 4 hits. One of those is for a home run, but 3 of those 4 hits are for extra base hits. So he hits him very hard. And we're getting this at plus 21,275. Throw $1 on it, chance to win $200 and call it a day. I'm going to try to throw one of these on every day on my last call because we're going to hit one eventually. And when we do, it's going to be great. And once we hit one 3-legger, I'm going to pump it up to 4 and we're going to try to get rich. But for now, we're just going to stick with 3 until we hit 1.
I love that bet. Yeah. The Max Crosby Ray Lewis is because they're literally 6'6", 250. Like
one's 6'7", 280, and the other's 6'6", 250. Like they're massive humans for baseball players.
Yeah,
they're the size of linebackers.
Giant human beings just swinging a baseball bat. I love it. I don't think mine is updated. I mean, I'll still run it back, but I don't know.
I actually got this better than that number, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I just got that home run parlay at 21,852.
Hey, it's even better. Let's go.
I'm gonna run back Jordan Walker myself. I think he's been hitting. I think he's at like every 8 or 9 at bats. He's hitting home runs right now. So I think he's due today or tomorrow. So give me Mr. Walker, Skywalker.
While y'all are on the last call, I'm gonna do a thing because I actually have. I literally have a dime of fan cash left because I used a lot of it. So I'm literally going to do a true forget that dime. I'm putting those 3 together with Rhys Hoskins, and we're about to see what it is.
Let's go.
Well, and while he's doing that, my last call on that sheet was for Carson Hocevar, who I've never heard of, but Professor on the couch this morning told me he was a rookie, and I have a thing for rookies, so I'm betting him to win for plus 1,200, top 5 for plus 160. My little bit of research about him is more than he's just a rookie. He's 6'1". Most NASCAR drivers are like jockeys.
Yeah.
This guy is 6'1", and he gets a lot of criticism for being aggressive, and his nickname is Hurricane Hocevar. So rock me like a hurricane. Hocevar, win plus 1,200, top 5 plus 160. And
here I am.
Hold on. I'm also adding one based on the conversation today in today's show. I am nicknaming it the Stitch and Bitch bet. It is for crochet. And I am making a Stitch and Bitch ladder bet on crochet. 6+ strikeouts, 7+ strikeouts, and 8+ strikeouts. So 6+ strikeouts is minus 395.
If you hit this every single episode that he pitches, we're doing a Stitch and Bitch ladder bet. We're gonna make a slide.
The marquee matchup is dead. We just need a Stitch and Bitch.
No, we don't need a Stitch and Bitch slide.
Yes, we do.
6+ is minus 395. 7+ is minus 189. 8+ is plus 102. That's the Stitch and Bitch bet for the day.
I love that so much.
Update. I had 23 cents of fan cash, so we're gonna forget 2 dimes and a couple pennies. But we've got Rhys Hoskins, Byron Buxton, Jordan Walker, Ty France, plus 164,539 is 23 cents to win $378.44.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That's tough. That's insane. I'm going with Bryce Harper in honor of my son, who is named slightly after Bryce Harper, to be very clear. But the wind after the storms come through will be blowing out from left to right. If he gets one up in the jet stream towards right center, it's just going to pull into right field and be a homer. and it's Grant Holmes on the hill, who he's never hit a dinger off of, but he's hit him hard. So I expect Bryce Harper to have a pretty big. Well, actually, he's hit him hard, but it's all been foul because he has 2 plate appearances against him and 2 walks. So every time he crushes one foul, Grant Holmes goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna let you walk," and he walks him. So I'm hoping that he gets a pitch to drive today and he takes it out of the ballpark. That's my long ball bet of the day from Fanatic Sportbook. And I think that wraps it up, and we're getting into the WrestleMania portion of this, where I'm just going to let those two go because I'm going to go ice my ankle. I'm going to give my
disclaimer that we gave yesterday. If you were here just for sports bets and don't care about wrestling, this is your time to leave, because there's not going to be any betting. It's just going to be us talking about WrestleMania. If you like wrestling, if you're not into wrestling, this is not going to be for you. But we are possibly starting a wrestling podcast soon. This is kind of a preview to it, but we just want first we're gonna go quickly. Oh, you did? Okay. We're gonna do it.
Also,
we got proof for that, by the way.
Your first guest is already locked, by the way.
Let's go.
You have your first guest.
Yeah. No way.
Katie Arquette.
Yeah, she already had told him that once we do it, she's down.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
She's in.
We got approved for it, Rob. I talked to him yesterday.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go quickly over the recap because I've seen a lot of blowback from this. A lot of people are a little more down on it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. I mean, most people are giving it lower than that, but it was all right. Like there was a couple of good matches, which is why I'm okay with it. And it's night 1, so it is what it is. The first match, we chose LA Knight winning. Who cares? I mean, the match, we already said it yesterday. We don't care who won that match.
I don't care at all.
It had a cool moment with ISO Speed doing his frog splash. Jacob Fatu, we called it. We knew he was going to win. It makes sense. I actually watched the post match interview he did at the end of the WrestleMania, which was actually pretty cool. He was super emotional because he's putting on for for the Samoans, and he did his entrance was pretty cool because it was shout out to them.
And I thought it was one of the better matches of the night too.
It was very good. Paige,
it was exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah. Paige returning made it kind of obvious that Paige and Brie were going to win the titles. Me and Poolside Pat were rooting for Bliss and Charlotte Flair just because he's a Flair person, I'm a Bliss person. But we also knew that Paige coming back, they probably were going to give them the title. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Becky Lynch surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. Her beating AJ Lee didn't make a lot of sense.
Good match too, but
I will say AJ Lee was very emotional, like not just in the ring, but then she did an interview afterwards. She was very emotional, like hard to keep it in emotional. So I don't know if she said she's not done, but she might disappear for a while. And maybe that's the plan is she wanted some time off. If you watched her entrance, a lot of those girls that came out were her nieces.
I didn't know that.
That's another reason why she was very emotional because it was the first time she had her entire family there for WrestleMania in her entire career. Liv Morgan winning, we expected it, and I think they did the right thing there. It was probably one of the better matches of the night. The common theme that I don't like is how short these matches were. Like it's WrestleMania. No. The show was 4 hours long, and only 82 minutes of that 4 hours was wrestling matches. It's wild. Like Liv Morgan's match was 7 minutes, I think. You had a 215-day run with Stephanie Verker that ended in 7 minutes, and it just I don't know. I liked the match, and it was a very good match, but it just was way too quick for me.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I think that I don't know why. I don't know if they wanted more time for Cody and Orton for some reason, but there are a lot of these matches were that just felt rushed almost.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Gunther winning, I'm not a fan at all. I think it's terrible. I get they did it the way they did it, so it doesn't really matter because it was interference. So and I get what they're setting up with Seth Rollins. I understand that too. I see the storyline. I just don't like it. I'm not a Gunther guy, which is why I don't like it. If you're a Gunther guy, you probably are okay with it. I just can't stand Gunther.
I'm a Gunther guy. So
I'm not taking anything away from Gunther at all. I just don't like him.
And he's definitely going to retire Brock at SummerSlam.
He is, and he just bores me to tears. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's nothing about him that I find redeeming at all. Like he literally bores me to tears.
I miss when he was Walter, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, overweight Walter was a little bit more entertaining. He lost. He went on Ozempic, and now he's now he's
yeah. Started working out with Grande Americano.
And then Cody Rhodes winning was also a surprise, but
yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't know what's happening with that storyline. I don't know. I honestly, there's a chance that both of them don't show up for a couple weeks because Cody getting punted in the head, like.
But then, what was why did Orton him RKOing McAfee was the more perplexing thing?
No, that was a very Randy Orton thing to do. So here's the thing: if you're coming in to interfere and be the ref, why are you slow counting? And I think that's what's going to end up being a storyline, is because he came in and he did the slowest count I've ever seen in my life. If you come in and you're trying to like rig it, you do a fast count in the match. And I think that's what Randy Orton is going to say is like, okay, you cost me this because you could have done the quick count and you didn't. And Randy Orton ends up RKOing everybody, even his allies. So that's kind of the RKO. It's kind of the Randy Orton thing to do. Plus, Pat McAfee was getting booed more than anybody in that stadium, and I think that just got him over even more with the crowd. So it made sense. Cody Rhodes winning. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I guess the WWE is just not going to give Randy Orton the run that he deserves.
I don't know, man. It's such a confusing. Like Cody wins, but then Randy stands tall with the belt at the end. Like I don't know. Like it didn't feel like. I would give the night as a whole like I'm closer to like a 5.5, 6. I think there was 3 standout matches. There was obviously the Paige return was cool. That moment, seeing how emotional she got, that was pretty cool. But I think, I mean, it's the main event was a spectacle. Don't get me wrong. It certainly, in that sense, it lived up to what we thought it was going to be. But I think we both really expected the title to change hands. I just don't know. I don't know where they go from that. I think
the storyline is the fact that Cody Rhodes was dirty the entire match, which he never would do. And so that's just leaning more towards him going to that side. It's a slower transition. It's going to be a slow transition. It's not going to be overnight. He's going to keep doing things like that in these matches. And then I think Randy Orton's going to basically, if I had to guess, he's probably going to stalk him like throughout the next whatever. He's going to continue to like punt people left and right. He's going to do what he did back when he used to do that in the back.
He'll punt Brandy. He'll punt.
Yeah, he's gonna go nuts, and that's it's gonna lead to SummerSlam maybe, and they'll have a rematch or something. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's weird to me. I felt kind of.
Night one was weird. Night one was just weird. Totally fine. I mean, I didn't have a major gripe with it. Like I said, there was a couple really solid matches. It just didn't have like the pomp and circumstance that Manias generally have. I mean, it's the first time. Last year, both nights had 60,000+. Obviously, it was 50,000 last night. I think they made a mistake by going back to Las Vegas and canceling New Orleans, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I have high hopes for tonight, though. I do. I really have high hopes.
We'll go over night 2. It's a little bit shorter of a night, but it is a lot. I think the matches are better. They're starting off with Oba versus Brock, which is going to be a huge fan favorite of the night. Pat is a huge Obafemi guy. I don't like Brock Lesnar, which is part of the reason I don't like Obafemi, because he's basically the new version of Brock Lesnar. But this is going to probably be one of the biggest matches of the night. I actually like the fact that it's starting WrestleMania with this match. Because I feel like you need to start the night with a monster match, not like they did the other yesterday.
It's a perfect starting match. The only other thing that I would have done would have been the ladder match first. But if not, I like Oba and Brock.
If you do the ladder match, though, it kind of feels kind of like what you did yesterday, and I think you need to start with the matches. Obafemi's going to have this crowd buzzing like crazy, so you're going to start with the crowd being lively because of it. Which is why I think it's the right starting match. I think Oba wins by. I don't think it's close. I think they're going to put Oba over so hard in this match that it's not even funny.
I think he squashes him.
I do too. Honestly, I really do.
I don't think Brock. I think Brock maybe hits like a quick F5. Oba kicks out at like 1, and then Oba just.
What I kind of want to see out of this match is both of them to do like 10 straight suplexes to each other. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Both of them just do Brock Lesnar things to each other. But
yeah, I got Oba.
I think that was.
If Oba doesn't win, then what are we doing?
Yeah. It makes no sense for him to lose.
It makes no sense to lose.
Then you've got the 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title. I hate to say I don't care, but I don't really care.
Like, I mean, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some crazy stuff happening, but I really don't care who wins.
I think Penta retains just because they're still trying to push him. Unless you're trying to give Mysterio a run before he goes, I don't know. Like Javon Evans is only there because they're trying to push him more. Dragon Lee, they're trying to make him a new Reyes Mysterio. It's not really working. Bobblehead, JD McDonough could care less, and Rusev, since he's
made him look strong on the last Raw.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to build him up like he was before he left to go to AEW. I don't know.
The only one who won't win is McDonough. Just Bobblehead.
Oh, I mean, yeah, 100%. Then again, I thought he'd never be a tag title, and he's done it multiple times. But Rusev, the only good thing about Rusev in my mind is Lana, and like. She's not here. But I just think Penta wins this, to be completely honest with you.
Penta or Ray.
I mean, they could. This is the one match they could do whatever they wanted, honestly, and shock everybody if they really wanted to, and nobody would really care.
Yeah. In order of who I think is going to win, just top 3: Penta, Ray, and J-Bog. It's going to be one of them.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other 3 really have a shot, to be honest.
I'm really excited for Rhea and Jade.
Yeah, that one's probably my second favorite match of this day. Is Rhea and Jay. I think Rhea wins.
Yeah.
I'd be absolutely shocked if Jade won again. She's had it for a while. They wanted to give it to her to give her a run since they paid her all that money to come and get her there. But Rhea is WWE's person, and she hasn't had the title in a very long time.
Yeah.
And she needs it. So I think this is probably going to be this either the best. This might turn out to be the best match of the night. To be completely honest with you. It's probably going to be the second best, but it could very well be the best match of the night.
I'm excited for Sammy and Trick too. Trick's going to win. I mean,
Trick is going to win. I actually like Sami Zayn. I'm not one of the people that hates on Sami Zayn. Yeah. Trick, they're trying to push Trick Williams so hard. He has to win, I think. I'd be
Sammy will be fine.
And yeah, Sammy's gonna be fine. Plus, Sammy is a guy that in his career has put some of these younger guys over, and this is a great spot for him to put them over on the biggest stage that they have. So I'm with you. I think Trick wins this title. The crowd is just too behind him right now, and it'd be hard to let him lose because the crowd would not be a fan of that. Although him losing would get Sammy a lot more boos.
Yeah,
and it could push him further into a heel role. So that's the only time that I think that they let Sammy win is if he's going to go flip full heel. We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen though. I think Trick just wins. Demon versus Dom. We talked about this a little yesterday. I just don't see how you bring the Demon back and he loses. Otherwise, the Demon is just on forever.
Yep.
He was undefeated until the last time that he lost, and then he said he was never bringing him back, and now he is bringing him back. You can't bring him back and then have him lose.
I'm excited to see Demon again because they have a chance to really rebrand the Demon.
I agree.
And really
what I wish we never got was Demon versus Bray Wyatt. Would have been one of the greatest matches he could have possibly done.
RIP.
And I said what I said yesterday. I said Liv was going to win because they're taking the title away from Dom and they want that faction to have a title. Yeah. And he did that with Liv, which makes me even believe even more that Finn Balor's winning this match.
Oh, 100%. There's no way you bring back the Demon and have him lose. There's no chance.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. As soon as they said I saw he was bringing the Demon back, I knew exactly what.
And there's going to be shenanigans in that match.
100%. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be, to be honest.
And the Demon will just prevail.
Then we're rounding it out with CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which is CM Punk's. This is wild to me, but it's his first ever main event singles match at WrestleMania as long as he's been doing this.
Yep.
Unfortunately for him, I really don't think he's winning this match. I think Roman Reigns is taking over again. There's even rumors that Roman Reigns is winning. They're going to reunite everybody back in the bloodline again and run that back.
I don't know,
because you got all the stuff with Solo and his cousins having issues with each other. So there's rumors that like the Usos and Solo and get back the original bloodline. I don't know if
this is a toss up for me though.
I really don't. I really think it's just Roman. I could be wrong, but I really think it's just Roman. I hope I'm wrong, to be honest with you, because and it's not that I dislike Roman or I like CM Punk, because I'm not a CM Punk guy either. I like the C Money. That's his favorite wrestler. It always has been. I was always a Cena guy, which kind of put me on the opposite side of CM Punk, to be honest. Roman Reigns, I was more of a Cody guy, so I was on the opposite side of him too. Yeah. I think of the two, I probably like Roman more, to be honest with you, which is saying a lot because I'm not a huge Roman guy either. But
yeah, I've gone back and forth, man. I hated Punk for a long time. I thought when he left originally, I thought he was, for lack of a better term, just a punk. I thought and obviously the backstage stuff comes out. He was working with the staffing factor, all that stuff, whatever. I get it. I hated when he went to AEW. I really did. I was really upset with him. But then when he came back, his return was epic and awesome. And I think he's seeing how he is now in WWE and all of the interviews that he's done since he's been back. I do have a soft spot for Punk now. And people hated. A lot of people got so sick of Roman. I've never been sick of Roman. I loved his.
I got sick of. I hated how long that run was. I didn't hate.
That's fair.
I didn't hate the fact that he had the title. I didn't at all. I didn't mind that he had a long title run, because I'm one of those guys that's more of a fan of a long title runs than passing every week.
Same.
But the length of his title run, they had him going past Hulk Hogan and a lot of names, and it's just I don't know. It felt like they were doing the same thing every week. I mean, every month at pay-per-views for 3 years, and it got old for me. It had nothing to do with Roman. The bloodline stuff got old. It was cool for the first year or so, but it got old. Yeah. Then the story for 2 years of Cody Rhodes got old. All of that.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
I think if they had have let Cody win the first time, I think that was the right time to do it. But then they waited an entire year to do it again, which is why I think it got old.
Yeah. Also, just because Punk hasn't been wrong in a lot of his promo.
No, he hasn't. And that's the thing I do like about Punk, is I love his promos, because his promos are
because Roman didn't defend it. He barely defended it, and I think that's why people got upset, rightfully so. I've been a Roman guy for a long time. I don't know who wins the match. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a really, really great match. I really do. I think it's going to, Punk, his first, like you said, first singles main event, which is wild. He's going to go out there and try and steal the show, and shenanigans is going to happen. I think we can see some really cool surprises. I think it's going to be amazing. And at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, I really don't even care who wins.
So I don't care who wins either. What I want out of this match is I want half an hour match minimum.
Yes.
Because what they did, the Randy Orton match yesterday, by the way, was only 14 minutes. So
that's really holy.
Yeah, that was only 14 minutes. Literally, there was no match more than 14 minutes yesterday.
That's insane.
And that's why I said literally the entire amount of wrestling start to finish was 82 minutes, and the show was 4 hours long. So I need this match to be, first of all, minimum half an hour. Second of all, I need a lot of stuff going on outside of the match to make this more of a spectacle. It's WrestleMania. You can do these other things at other pay-per-views and just do a normal match. You can't do that with the WrestleMania, especially not this match.
Also, we need more Danhausen.
And I did see the Blimphausen last night. But CM Punk, the only reason I feel bad is because CM Punk having his first match that's taken 30 years to get to, 25 years to get to, is if he loses his first singles match.
Yeah, it's true.
How many more years does CM Punk have?
C-Money would be upset. Very upset.
He's going to be upset. Although I'm not going to get into this whole thing, but the sports cards aspect of it, the Tops that sells the cards, they have a thing called the buyback program, and there's 2 matches. There was 2 matches this year that are part of that. And if you have the Stephanie Liv match was one of them. So whoever won that match, if you have any of their base cards that are normally worth like pennies, Tops will buy them back for $20 a piece. They're doing that with the CM Punk Roman match, and Chris has about 15 of those base cards of Roman Reigns. So if Roman Reigns wins, he gets about $300 off of those cards. He's a CM Punk guy, so he's like, well, if he loses, at least I make $300. So he's got a little bit of both sides of it. He does have a lot. He has some CM Punk ones too, but he's rooting for CM Punk. But at least he makes money if CM Punk loses.
Dude, the card night 2 is just. It's gonna deliver. I think, like I said, I'm at like a 5.5, 6 for night 1 because it's just Mania. Mania itself just bumps it up by like 1 or 2, right? Like no matter what. And then I think tonight's gonna end up being like an 8 or 9. I really do. I think it's gonna be. I think the card is so much better
to fix night 1. To be honest,
what's that?
It's gonna have to be a 9 to.
Yeah, I agree. Night one was underwhelming, and I love wrestling. I didn't really find myself being like, I didn't react. Like I didn't have like any visceral reaction.
7 matches. There was only 3 that anybody had any kind of feelings about. So like,
correct. And the one that like had the least it was the most random build. Gunther and Seth was one of the best matches. And they had 0 build. Like there was no real like rhyme or reason to it. And Cody and Orton was fine. I think Orton is actually hurt too. I mean, I know that they were building up.
I don't know because they talked about it way too much last night on show.
They did. It certainly
about it on show like that.
Yeah.
To me, it leads to a storyline when they're talking that much about it.
I also I really didn't care for. I mean, good for them, but I don't care. I don't know if you do, but I don't care about the Jelly Roll Pat McAfee.
Oh no, not at all.
I didn't care anything about
that. What it seems like to me they're doing with that instead of what we thought, which was going to be Cody and Jelly Roll versus Orton and Pat. I think it's just going to be Pat versus Jelly Roll at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be a singles match,
and
nobody's going to care.
Nobody's going to care.
Nobody's going to care.
I don't care at all. Whatever. Good for you, Jelly Roll, for losing all that weight, but I don't care. I don't need to see you wrestle. And Pat McAfee is a good athlete, but he's overstayed his welcome at this point. Just go back to commentating with Michael Cole. You were better doing that. But
that is what it is. And then,
but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited.
It'll be better than yesterday, no matter what. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think when whether it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, when we hop back on and me and you can recap it, I think we will be happy with night 2. And we'll go from there. And hopefully either CM Punk wins or C-Money wins a lot of money. Either way would be cool. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the fact that we went up to 61, all of you who joined. Anybody who's likes listening to the wrestling stuff, we will be doing a separate podcast at some point. So just make sure you're following Justin for the announcements. We will announce it regardless of when that starts. We will have an update on this as well. But if you're here now, make sure you're following us on Just the BetSlips. We will end with showing our stats. But with that being said, we'll wrap up the wrestling talk and the sports betting show for today. We will.
Thank you, CJ and Jen, for letting us do that.
We will see you all probably. It'll probably be Wednesday, but we'll check out Just the BetSlips for picks, videos, maybe a solo show if Pat's bored. But outside of that. You probably won't see us live until Wednesday, and then we'll have picks on X. But with that being said, we will play you out.
Yo, we in the game, chalking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, will never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.